Hello, I'm Mark Grumman, and this is Access to Experts on the Spot. With me today is Carol Hodges, and she is known as the Co-preneur Coach. Carol, welcome and thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
Carol, now you're a speaker, a writer, a teacher, and you're an advisor to small business. Tell me, what is a co-preneur?
Well, co-preneur combines the words couple and entrepreneur, and it refers to the over 4 million people in the United States who work with a spouse or significant other.
So can you tell us what some of the challenges are of working with your spouse?
When you're working all day long with your spouse, if it's good, it can be very, very good. However, if it's bad, it can be worse than horrid.
How is it that you got into this line of work?
Well, I was in business with my husband for 15 years. And we had some relationship challenges. And what I found was that marriage therapists really did not understand the importance of our business relationship. Now, my world really crumbled. In fact, I got divorced, lost my home and business. And when I was in the midst of the problem, I really could not see a solution. But I realized there was a need for someone who could address our very specific situation. So my mission is to work with couples who are co-preneurs and really help them so they don't need to go through what I had to. And I believe I have a system, it's the only one that I'm aware of, that really works directly with co-preneurs.
So what is it that makes you different than a marriage counselor?
Well, I'm not a therapist, although I do work with them. I facilitate business discussions, so we look at goals, at priorities, and at systems within the business that will make the business grow.
What are some of the mistakes that couples make when they go into business together?
Well, one of them I call set it and forget it, because people start out and they have a plan to begin with, but then they may not go back and review it. And when they don't, that leads to blame and disappointment.
That's good advice. That's really good advice. Now, is there another common mistake that people make?
Yes, this is one that co-preneurs and other business owners make, which is called the Lone Ranger complex. You go into business and intend to do everything yourself. You might even take classes so that you can learn new skills and take pride in doing everything yourself. But the real problem is you get overworked and you really limit your success.
Carol, I would imagine there are some people in our audience, some couples who are considering starting a business together. Who should they hire?
It's important that they hire a trusted advisor who knows how to work with people in their specific situation and knows the pitfalls. It's also important to work with someone who has a system and can tell them what to expect. And if they're a couple, it's important that the advisor works with each one of them. Otherwise, they get out of sync, and that can cause relationship problems.
I understand that would be true. Now, I understand also that you have a free gift for our audience. Could you tell us what that is and how they can get that?
Yes. I have a personal assessment that allows people to get right to the source of their strengths and weaknesses in business. And all they need to do is go to www.findingthesource.com.
Carol, this has been great information. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure.
I'm Mark Grumman with my guest, Carol Hodges, and this is another segment of Access to Experts on the Spot.